scriptural name is the Brahmana System, which is the Hinduism. Brahman system and the Shraman system, like when we look at the summary previous time, that Eastern religion is divided into two groups. One is called Brahman system and another is Shraman system. In Shraman system, Buddhism and Jainism is the two branches of a religion that exist. While in Brahman system, there are 6 systems of philosophy. Okay. The common features of Brahman system: God is a creator, preserver, and destroyer, which we discuss it. That is the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh concept. Okay, Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer. It's a cyclic. God is universe, and in universe is God. I spent good time just to briefly that in Hinduism, when God creates the universe, our language is not proper. God becomes the universe. It is not God is separate, universe is separate. When God becomes the universe, that means the God is a upadan. There is no difference between universe and God. That's the very key things you have to remember, as opposed to Judeo-Christianity. When God, Western religions, God creates the universe, it is a duality. God is different, and universe, whatever he created, that is also different. God and universe is not going to be united. They will be always dual concept exist. Okay, that is the key points I just wanted to do, and I don't want to spend more time on that one now. At liberation, under Hinduism or Brahman system, at liberation, soul merges with God. Soul merges with universe, because there is no difference. God and universe are synonymous word. So there is no difference between God and universe. So you can say you merge with the universe or you merge with God, you become one with God. All these terminology means the same thing, okay, for Hinduism. And not only when you merge it, you don't remain finite, as opposed to Jainism. Jainism, when person attains the liberation, he still remains the same finite identity. He maintains his finite identity. In Hinduism, you lose your identity, but how you lose it? You were finite, now you become infinite, okay? Because you have merged entire universe. Your soul is merged in the entire universe. If you, okay, so that is the difference is concept. So the other things are highly ritualistic, we already know. Animal sacrifice was in the past, that is also correct. Still some place, minor places, they exist, okay, in the name of religion. Scriptures have certain authority in the initial stage of a spiritual progress. Means you need some kind of a guidelines or some number, okay? But once you mature it, once you understand, grasp, realized it, you are a scripture. A realized person, the word of realized person is a scripture. That is the concept in both. I mean, in the Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, all Eastern religion, self-realization. Okay, once a person is self-realized, his word is like a God. Even if it goes against the scripture, okay, the self-realized person word is the proper word. That's no, there is no two way about it. There's no way to it. Okay, doubt about it. The scriptures are Vedas, Upanishads, Gita, Brahma Sutra. These are the most important one. And then there are many subordinate scriptures. Okay, and scriptures are written in Sanskrit. The system of philosophy is a yoga philosophy, Sankhya philosophy, Nyaya philosophy. Nyaya is a logic one, okay, school of logic. And just a minute, Nyaya philosophy, Vaisesika philosophy, earlier Mimamsa and later Mimamsa. The later Mimamsa is, we call it Vedic philosophy or Upanishad philosophy. That's where majority of the Hindus now practice. However, the other five systems, they do practice, but their numbers are very small and there is no separate, like government of India keeping track of it. It's just one lump sum Hinduism. And that's what everybody is being, counted it. Okay. So that's six systems. Uh, if you notice it, yoga philosophy, which is the sage Patanjali, and I have added these two things, that our famous Acharya Haribhadra Suri, 7th century, he has written Yog Drashti Samuchay, Yog Bindu, Yog Satak. Acharya Hemchandracharya written like Yog Shastra and Yog Vinsika. Same thing. Other acharyas have written on yoga, and they all have written taking the Yoga Sutra of sage Patanjali, and that's the basis of it. Acharya Haribhadra Suri on a 7th century on a Yog Bindu commentary. Okay, Yog Bindu book even addresses sage Patanjali as a Bhagwan Patanjali. Okay, just this is done by Acharya Haribhadra Suri. Okay, most famous, most well-respected, acharyas. So don't think even some of the things that yoga, dhyan, yoga, all these things are not Jain. There is a, like something is going on, all that one, they consider, well, don't do any pranayam. Okay, it is not a Jain. These people have absolutely no knowledge. When this kind of the monks and nuns really make a statement like that, when they don't realize how many acharyas, Jain acharyas, have written the commentaries, and it is a path of knowledge, Jainism is, but at the same time, it is the path of yoga, including the knowledge base. And other things, like I just say, every Tirthankar, when they renounce the world, take the Diksha and start the sadhana before attaining Kevarna. Whatever they have done, it is nothing but yoga, pranayam, and no, all that. It is not only tapascharya what they did, but with the tapascharya, they have developed their human body tuned with the nature. And that's what the yoga and pranayam helps you to do, ultimately calm down your mind. This is the ultimate things. Can you make your mind steady? Can you calm down completely your mind, that you are not thinking from one point to another point to the third point and everything? That is the particularly incidence. So that's the key point I'm trying to bring it out. We have a significant information about the yoga. Sankhya philosophy is like the whole Samaisar book on Digambar. It is so much similar to Sankhya philosophy that you would be really amazing. Is it, am I reading the Samaisar as a Jain book, or it is the Samaisar of the uh, uh, path of understanding, which is the sage Kapil, no, in the Sankhya philosophy? Because the 95%, I would say, is similarly with the Sankhya philosophy and the Nyaya. Anyway, there are many things are there. Okay, let's go into the all these 6 systems. Then primary paths of Hinduism is the path of Bhakti Yoga, path of surrender. Or you can follow Hinduism by practicing Gnan Yoga, path of knowledge. Or you can follow the Hinduism Karma Yoga, path of action. The Karma Yoga is not like philosophy of karma here. Here is the yogic, the practice system which you are practicing it. Okay. And then the path of self-control, Raj Yoga, and the one we talk about it, the same thing. Okay, whether you call it the path of self-control, meditation, or Raj Yoga. Okay. So these are the 4 main paths. Then individual duty, there is a caste system, which is the kind of a bad thing that happened, extension of the, it was defined for the individual duty, and now it becomes, later on, it becomes like, where did you born? Are you Brahmin? You are a pious person. Okay. Are you Kshatriya? You are a warrior. Okay. That is, it was in the descriptions of the duty originally, and then it changed, and it took its bad form. Okay. Merchants, Vaishya, production of a national wealth, and the Sudra to do menial work. Anyway, okay, we did that. And now duties at the various stages. Now you got Brahmacharya ashram, Grahastha ashram, Vanprastha ashram, and the Sannyasa ashram. So if you consider life is a 100 years, ideally, okay, 25 years is the Brahmacharya ashram, it's a student life. 25 to 75, 25 to 50 is the householder life. Grahastha ashram means the worldly success, wealth, fame, power, everything. Then retirement life, 50 to 75, that's a Vanprastha ashram. You retire from your business, everything, okay, slowly and slowly, and migrate to your children or whoever here, okay. And then ultimately the renunciation, just go to jungle and spend remaining 25 in a secluded place. Right. So means what I'm trying to say, Hinduism is a complete system. Okay, complete human personality systems. If you know whatever the personalities, you can choose your own path, whatever way, like male and female. If you look at the female is a like surrendering personality. Male is kind of a different personalities, and both can in the same house practice it. For Jainism and Buddhism, sometimes you find it the things don't match with the individual person. Okay, but since we are born and brought up in that environment, we made it fit to our personality, and there are a lot of changes occur. But we will discuss it at the end in conclusion that one. Okay. So that's the kind of the things, what you are seeing it here for. Now we are coming to Buddhism and Jainism.